Hey everyone, Tony Dragon here. Yeah, I need to catch up with a lot, and now that E3 came out, a lot of trailers came out, gameplay trailers, teaser trailers. It's gonna be hell catching up. But I'm gonna try something different. Rather than upload everything I record in a single day, I'm gonna upload a maximum of 5. Because with all this content that I've missed out on, it's gonna take a couple days to upload everything if I go by 5s. And that probably works better for me. I'm still gonna record everything in a single night. Because this is like the only time I can find to record stuff. So I'll have everything recorded. Editing will take place immediately after, but it will be a maximum of 5 when I upload. That way there's not, too many updates to your subscription box and all that. You're not, pushed on with like 20 videos, because there's a lot happened in E3, and it wasn't able to catch it live, unfortunately. But I have a list right here of stuff I have to catch up with, and that includes the stuff that was revealed in E3. Anyway, I'm gonna first start off with RWBY Chibi, episode 5. I think last time, what I remember is there was a lot of scenes enforcing the idea of Blake being like a cat, and the ice sculpture contest, and I believe Yang getting really mad and them roasting marshmallows over her fiery hair, which is funny. As I said before, RWBY Chibi, I might be looking too deep into it when I say that I'm looking for character development here, but at the same time, isn't that so bad, right? I mean, yeah, I'm still getting a good laugh out of it, because, that's the point of RWBY Chibi, comedy. But at the same time, it's, giving us something to watch while we're waiting for RWBY Season 4. But, as I said, there are moments with the characters that I want to believe are sort of development. They are a decent look into the type of people they are and how they're growing as fighters, friends, and all that, all that stuff. What do I expect from this one? I think the thumbnail was RWBY, and then like a little bubble on the side of Weiss's, and with Weiss inside of it. So maybe this one will be more RWBY and Weiss focused. I don't know. But let's just start it off. Alright, so here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Oh. Advertising RTX. July 1st, July 3rd. Huh. Again, I don't think I can make it, unfortunately. Alright, let's go. Yay!
Great costume party, sis.
Yeah.
Costume party.
Pretty good.
They just switched their outfits.
Well, one of us is gonna have to change.
Like it high.
I like John's better. It's more accurate with the ponytail. RWBY, you need to try harder. The IQ just disappeared into her ear. Yeah, 4 years. That's kind of something I never really thought about. I mean, some people have brought it up with me, but I never thought much of it.
Notebook. Oh, here it is. Never mind.
Weiss? No. No! The Ice Queen, everybody. Thank you, Weiss. No, a lot more Weiss in this one. And RWBY. See, I was right. Yeah, that's what you get, Weiss. Take that.
RWBY Rose.
Oh, standoff, huh?
I have tolerated her foolishness for too long.
Even I'm confused. Spike. Oh man. Yeah, that's it in comedy somehow. Okay.
So I said, now that's a katana.
Hey, that's the first episode.
Okay. Yeah, so, anyway, where was I?
Okay, hold on. Did that guy didn't look right, right? Like he was covered in shadows.
Oh my gosh, thank you! I thought I was the only one.
No, I see them everywhere.
I mean, most of them never talk to us.
It's weird, right?
It is super weird.
And have you noticed that some of them kind of look like us?
They're your shadow selves.
Hi.
Super weird.
Okay. So this one already, kind of retreaded the whole Weiss and Ruby kind of rivalry going on. But they also seem to point out a lot of the questions a lot of the fans have about the show and design, choices and certain animation choices. Let's just start with the last one, the Shadow People. It was obvious from the first season that why they did that. Like, even I know. Like if I were to start a new series of anything, it would be hard to design every single character. No matter how pointless they may be in terms of the grand story, because you want to make the world feel organic. Vibrant, full of life. It's not just the main characters in this empty world. It's like these 5 characters who are important and yet live in a very crowded, a very crowded city, planet, whatever you want to, put them in. But, it's kind of hard to come up with design after design after design. Eventually you just start becoming more and more generic with your design, just to fill out the empty white spaces, so to speak. But I'm glad they pointed out themselves. Like, yeah, a lot of people question why that is, but I understood from the first season. It's like, yeah, I mean, they're not gonna design every single background character. It's just a lot of work, especially with how small the original RWBY team started out as. They had to cut corners. Even the top tier anime today still, cut corners in certain areas. Cartoons not generally do that, but anime still does that. They cut corners when they need to. They look at a scene. It's like, that's not really that important. You don't have to put too much detail or focus on there. What we really need is the focus over here. That's where we need like all of our dedication. So that makes sense. What was another one? And then of course, Blake's 4 ears. That's a thing that a lot of anime do. They give these females the cat ears, but they still have the human ears. Now, personally, I like the concept of humans with animal parts. Tails, ears, maybe hands. I don't know. But there are always gonna be those moments where I wonder, like, why didn't they just get rid of the human ears? And if you make them too human, it would make sense that they would look weird without human ears and only cat ears. But it's still gonna look weird that they have 4 ears. I mean, like, which one actually has a function? Can she listen, from all 4? Which is why if I was ever going to create a series with anthropomorphic people, or at least anthropomorphic animals, then they would be animals who can walk on 2 legs, bipedals, rather than human-looking people with just certain parts of them being looking animal. Like the cat ears. I would actually just make them look like a cat, but they can walk and emote and act like a human. I would prefer that rather than 4 ears. But it's a design choice. He says society they live in, which I'm okay with. I've gotten used to it. I've seen enough animes. It's like it never bothered me. But when I do hear other people bring it up, just like, well, it's just it's a design choice. It's been been around for a long time. Like I said, we already knew about Ruby and Weiss's rivalry. That's been pretty well established. It didn't. It seemed like the focus of that game just disappeared around, I believe, midway season 2. Like it was just gone. Like the rivalry was just gone. Like, and it didn't. I don't remember if there was like a moment where they actually got to like a climax and they came down to a conclusion. Like they finally just put that aside and don't want to compete with each other anymore. I don't know if there was an episode like that. I'm not remembering correctly. It's been a while since I saw season 2, because that's around the time that the rivalry just stopped being the focus. That they were just, easily getting along. Then again, a lot of shit was happening, so maybe the rivalry just got put to the side. It's like, it's not very important right now. Maybe later on when they meet each other again, they'll be rivals again. I don't know. But rivalries always have this unique, charm to it. That's why I love, rivalries in any show, really. Of course, for me, the most classic is the Goku versus Vegeta. That rivalry was epic. What? There might have been something else. There's the cat ears, and like I said, the costume party. John wore it best. I'm sorry, he was more accurate. He had the ponytail. Ruby, you got sloppy with that costume. Maybe it's because she didn't like Weiss. It's like, I'm not going to represent you properly. How do you feel about that? No, side ponytail. You bitch. That's about it. It was a funny episode. I liked it. So, yeah. Anyway, I have a lot of other videos to catch up with, so I'm going to leave it here. I'm Tony Dragon. Bye-bye.